Hey guys, today I'm happy to be sharing with you my weekly home blessing hour. This particular week I did this all on one day, but starting in the new year I'm going to be breaking these tasks up and doing one task a day. So I hope you enjoy this. Hey guys, my name is Nikki and I'm going to welcome you here to Carry Grace. Alright, so like I said, today I'm going to be sharing with you my weekly home blessing. This has been a highly requested video, and I finally had a day a couple of weeks ago where I was able to film this all in one day, so that's what I did for y'all. The first thing I did, as you can see, I am taking all the sheets off of my bed so that I can wash the sheets, and then I'm going to just kind of make my bed because I probably won't make it with the sheets until much later in the day, so this way when I come in my room looks nice and neat. Alright, so let's talk about the weekly home blessing hour. This is part of the Flylady's cleaning routine. This is something that we do once a week. You can do these tasks all in one day in 1 hour, or you can break them up and spend about 10 minutes on each task. Alright, so the weekly home blessing hour, these are the tasks that you're going to do once a week to kind of maintain your home. We have a morning routine, we have an evening routine, and then this weekly home blessing hour kind of keeps our home going. This is not really deep cleaning, but it's just kind of doing a quick clean through the high traffic areas in your house. So these 7 items are to vacuum, dust, mop floors, clean mirrors and doors, which you can see is what I'm doing right now, purge magazines, change sheets, and empty all trash. Now there's a couple of changes I've made to this. I don't empty all of the trashes. That is a task that my children complete once a week. I don't purge magazines. We don't have magazines, so I just kind of skip that one. But I do include cleaning our showers weekly. We have really old showers and bathrooms, and I've found that that's something that I need to do weekly, so that's what I do. Alright, so you can see that I went ahead and cleaned my mirrors and doors and all the bathrooms. Right now I'm going to go through and do a quick dust, and I just want y'all to remember that these tasks are things where you're just kind of doing them quickly. Right now we're not picking things up to dust. We will save that for when we are doing zone cleaning. I just have this long dusting wand and I just kind of go through everything quickly. My goal is to get each task done in about 10 minutes or less. When I first started doing the weekly home blessing, I had a really hard time getting it done in an hour. And I think there's a couple of reasons for it. Number one is that's not how I was used to cleaning. Number two, I still really wanted to kind of deep clean and pick everything up and do all the things. But now that I've been doing it for a while, I know that the deep cleaning I'm doing in my zone cleaning and then this kind of light cleaning that I do through the week, it really is enough to keep up. So now that I've been doing it for a few months, it has gotten a lot easier. So if you're having trouble, if you've just gotten started with this, keep going. It's going to get easier. You're going to get faster. You're going to find your groove. So keep going. I promise it really does work. Again, one of our goals in doing the weekly home blessing is to really just touch on and spend the majority of the time doing the high traffic areas. So for some of us, that's going to look a little bit different. Now, we are a homeschool family, so we are home a lot. My kids are in their bedrooms a lot, and we spend a lot of time here. So I try really hard to get around to all of the bathrooms, all of the bedrooms when I'm dusting and things like that, because for our home we really do spend a lot of time in these areas. But for some of you, you may not have to do this in the bedrooms, or you may not have to, go in your office or different things. You may really just be able to focus on like your living areas and kitchen areas and things like that. If you have been watching my channel for a little while, you may notice some changes. Our master bedroom and my son's bedroom, we switched bedrooms a couple weeks ago. This room right here is now my son's room. It's downstairs. It used to be our master bedroom, and then the room upstairs, that used to be his. I'm going to be doing a whole video on this, so everything this particular week was kind of in between when we had just gotten things moved and things still weren't really put away. We were still kind of working through some of those things. So that video will be coming tomorrow if you would like all of the details on that. Alright, so now we're going to do a quick vacuum. I like to start vacuuming upstairs, and I kind of start at the furthest point and then work my way down. This bathroom is super tiny, and I have found that just taking off the actual vacuum part and just using like the stick part, it is the easiest for me to vacuum in that bathroom. But I'm going to put that back on, and then I'm going to go over the carpets really well. You're not trying to get into corners and like up against baseboards and things like that, just kind of the high traffic areas in the rooms. Depending on how fast you work and how big your home is, that will kind of determine how much you're able to get done. But definitely set your timer for 10 minutes or 15 minutes or however much time in your hour you have allotted to that specific task. But again, I have been working fast at this, I've been getting better at it, and I really am able to do just kind of a quick vacuum through our whole home. When our master bedroom was downstairs, it was very easy for me to kind of consider the upstairs kind of out of sight, out of mind. Both of my kids had their rooms up here and their bathroom up here, and it really just wasn't that often that I came up here, and it was really easy to just not clean because, like I said, if I didn't go up there, I just didn't think about it. But now that our bedroom is up here, it's actually a whole lot easier for me to get things done. While I continue to vacuum, I want to hear from y'all. Have you taken your Christmas decor down yet, or do you still have it up? This was filmed before Christmas, so my Christmas decor was still up, but I actually got all of my Christmas decor down the day after Christmas. My kids and I, we got up that morning and we had a goal to get it done really quickly, so we just kind of, everybody had their own little job. We got everything packed away very quickly. It's probably the quickest we have ever done it. I usually do take it down the day after Christmas. There have been a few years where I've left it up, but anyway, it just feels so good to get everything down, everything put away. So let me know, do you have your Christmas decor up, or do you still have it up? I know a lot of people like to keep it up through the new year. It does take me a little bit longer than 10 minutes to vacuum my entire house, the upstairs and downstairs, but it's not a whole lot longer. It's probably another 5 minutes, but some of my other tasks that I do, they don't take the whole 10 minutes, so it really kind of works itself out, and for me, it's totally worth it. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, I would be thrilled for you to head over to Instagram and follow me when you are through watching this video. I do post over there pretty frequently. I kind of took a break from Instagram during the holidays. I didn't post over there a ton, but that will start picking back up a little bit in the next week or two. I don't post like all the time. I don't do tons of stories and things like some people do, but sometimes I'll post pictures of my kids or just some things that we're doing for the day. Sometimes I'll post some cleaning things, like a clean kitchen at night. I'll do like a shine your sink kind of thing, or sometimes I post home decor and things like that. So hopefully you will enjoy my content over there as well. Now that all of the vacuuming is done, let's move on to mopping. Right now I'm going to fill up my OCR mop bucket. Let me just tell you, after doing all of that vacuuming, it's really nice to just stand here for a minute and fill this up. It gives me a minute to catch my breath. But anyway, I like using the OCR system on my tile floors. I have a couple of different things that I do. I do this usually once a week, and then when I have to kind of keep up my floors in between during the week, Or if I'm just kind of really short on time and don't have time to do this, I also really like the e-cloth mopping system. I don't have the e-cloth like the actual mop, but I do have the mop head, and I just put it on my Rubbermaid mop handle that I have, and it works pretty well on that. But it's just like a microfiber cloth that you just get wet and you don't have to use any kind of solution, and it does a really great job on my floors. But once a week I do try to do this because I feel like on the tile floors I like having the extra water. I feel like it just does a really good job, and I like that with the O-Cedar mop you can really control the amount of water that's on the floor. So anyway, this is how I like to mop my floors. It always feels so good to get this job done. Now, because you can see we've got really light tile, I do usually have to mop more than once a week. I don't mop the whole house, but once a week, as you're seeing now, I do go through and I do all of the floors downstairs, which our whole downstairs is tile, and then I will also mop the floors in the bathrooms upstairs. I mop all of the living areas first, and then once all of those have been done, I will go through and mop all of the bathrooms last. Now, a couple times a week in the evening when I'm doing my evening routine, I kind of like to check my floors, and usually once or twice a week I'm going to have to do a quick vacuum, mostly in this room right here, which is the dining room. But you can see those two floor mats. There's a door behind me that goes outside. The other door goes to our garage, so there's a lot of traffic. This area is our highest traffic area, so I really do have to keep a check on those floors. And then in the kitchen, a lot of times I'll have to do that another 1 or 2 times throughout the week, just depending on if it needs it or not. I really like that I don't have to spend hours and hours cleaning my home anymore. I know that I can do this quick weekly home blessing, or I can spread these tasks out through the week, and they just don't take that much time. This is currently our new, very small master bathroom. I did clean this shower first thing this morning before I got in the shower. I like to kind of do it as I'm getting in the shower. I do it very quickly though. I do not spend a lot of time on it. I try really hard to just kind of keep it to 5 minutes per shower. We have 3 showers in this house, but one of them is not functioning at the moment. So like I said, I keep it super simple, I keep it short. I don't spend a lot of time, but it makes such a difference. Alright, so the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get the sheets back on our bed. This is obviously late at night before we're getting ready to go to bed. So I usually wash the sheets kind of in the middle of the day or early in the morning or whatever, and then I make them before we go to bed at night. My kids' sheets, they did get washed the day before this, and then they put their own sheets on there, but that did also get done. I have tweaked my tasks a little bit, like I mentioned earlier from the Flyladies list, but I got all of my things done. I vacuumed, I dusted, I mopped floors, I cleaned mirrors and doors and bathrooms, and I changed all of the sheets, and it feels so good to have all of this done. It really did take me just about an hour to accomplish all of these things. So if you have not started doing your weekly home blessing hour, I highly recommend that you just kind of jump in and start doing it. Set a timer. You can set your timer and just do each task for about 10 minutes. If you don't get done, it's okay. You can just stop, and that task will still be there the next time it's time to do it. The more you do this, the faster you're going to get, and it may be that you have a smaller home and you're able to whip through it really quickly. It might be that you really have to make yourself just kind of do the middle of the floors. The goal for vacuuming and mopping really is just your high traffic areas. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're new to my channel and not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button, and I will see you guys soon.